Hey, y'all. Tommy Ray, your old life coach with a little front porch wisdom. I'm here to pick you up when life knocks you down, dust you off, and walk with you till you can stand taller. Let me ask you something. You ever been in one of them relationships where it felt like you was always stuck in limbo? They ain't loving you right, but the minute you try to move on, suddenly they're calling, texting, liking your posts, sniffing around like a danged old bloodhound. They don't want to be with you, but God forbid you move on and find somebody that does. Well, that, my friend, is manipulation. It's control. That's somebody who don't really love you, but they really don't want nobody else to love you. Let's call it what it is. It's possession, not love. And today, we're going to tear it apart piece by piece. We're going to try to set you free from it if we can. If you ever felt stuck in a love-hate tug-of-war like this, hit that old subscribe button right now. You're not crazy, and you're not alone. I'm going to help you walk through this whole fire, and we're going to do it together. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine named Cassie. Sweet, sweet girl. Heart too big for her own good. She got tangled up with an old smooth talker. One of them sweet mouths. It's always got a reason why he's late. Why he lied. Why he can't commit right. He'd say, but baby, you know I love you. He'd disappear for a few days. She'd cry herself to sleep. It was a cycle. He'd come back with the same excuse, and she'd take him back. But when she finally mustered the strength to leave, guess who turned into a poet? A preacher. No puppy dog overnight. Y'all, that wasn't love. It was possession. He didn't want her, but he didn't want anybody else to have her. So he kept her hooked with guilt, crumbs. Those crumbs of affection and jealousy. And that's the kind of game we're exposing today. So let's break the old psychology down behind this. Y'all, people who play this game, they often struggle with narcissism, believe it or not. Or control issues, fear of abandonment, low self-worth. They feel power when they have you on a leash of insecurity. They don't want to be alone, but they don't want to do the work either. They don't value the relationship. They value that control. This behavior is about ownership, not partnership. They want to know they still have access to you emotionally, physically, socially, even if they're not investing in you. And here's how they do it. One is breadcrumb. Those little texts, hey stranger, thinking of you, just enough to stir your feelings. Guilt trips, after everything I've done for you. Jealousy triggers, they'll flirt with others, then act offended when you move on. Then the love bombing comes. After you leave, they come back with gifts, promises, even talking marriage. Here comes the smear campaigns. If you reject them, they're going to turn people against you. That's a mental and emotional tug of war. And if you grew up in this chaos, this kind of hot-cold dynamic can feel weirdly familiar. Almost like home. And that ain't your fault, but it is your responsibility to try to break free from it. Being in this kind of relationship, it makes you doubt your self-worth. Question your instincts. Lose your joy. Stay in a constant fight-or-flight mode. You become addicted to their approval. It's like an emotional heroin. It ain't love, it's a chemical trap. They dangle that version of themselves you wish they were just enough to keep that hope alive. But it's an illusion, and deep down you know that. That's why you're here today. All right, now, here's where we take our power back. Number one, we're going to name it. We're going to call it what it is. A manipulative dynamic, not a love story. Number two, we're going to cut the cord. We're going to block, delete, no contact, half-healed wounds will always reopen when you give them access. Number three, we're going to build our identity back. Start asking yourself, what do I like? What do I need? Number four, therapy or coaching. If you've ever been trauma bonded, get help with it. Somebody trained to walk you through it. And y'all, we got to stay grounded. When that loneliness kicks in, remember, it's not love you miss. It's the idea of who you thought you were. You're not being mean for protecting your peace. You're not overreacting. You're responding to disrespect. When you finally walk away for good, here's what happens. You'll grieve because even trauma bonds feel like love. At first, you feel lost because they've taken up so much headspace over so much time. But then you'll start to breathe again and laugh again, and it'll feel real. You'll stop checking your phone. You'll realize they didn't deserve your loyalty, but you do. This ain't just about leaving somebody, it's about returning to yourself. Think about it that way. So, y'all, it's kind of time to wrap this thing up for today. But if this hit home, hit that old subscribe button, like this video, and share it with somebody that needs it. Let's walk through this whole hard stuff together, just one truth bomb at a time.